Hello. Welcome back to Primal on the Go. Today we are doing turmeric paste for dogs. Now this turmeric paste is good for humans as well, and actually even horses. So lots and lots of good things to do with turmeric. I'm going to run down what it is. I'll give you the recipe, and Dan will also include that on the video. So half a cup of turmeric, quarter cup of coconut oil. Oh, organic is always the best, so organic. Fresh ground pepper, it calls for a teaspoon and a half. When you're talking fresh ground pepper, I just put it over a paper towel, and I sort of considered getting the full teaspoon, and then all that was remaining around it was the half. You'll first boil up the water, which the water they call for a cup to a half a cup. So what it is as it gets really, really thick, if you find that you need more water to it, you have a little bit of leeway. So put the oil in the pan. You want to do it around a 6, so you want it on low heat. It does take about 7 to 10 minutes. You know, if it takes you 12 minutes, it's good. You will see it becomes really, really thick. So you get the coconut oil melted with the water. You add the turmeric. I strongly recommend you either use glass or metal when you're dealing with turmeric because it stains. It stains everything. I keep a damp paper towel, so if I need to wipe up anything, I'm wiping it up with that because your dishcloth, everything will be stained. So here we have it. This is the thick turmeric paste. Now, how do you feed it to your dog? How do you store it? We're going to actually just put it in a jar, which it's just an old pickle jar that I have. Again, this is not something you do not want to put the turmeric paste in your good Tupperware container. It is going to be stained. So therefore, if you're using glass, it will not stain. How much do you feed your dogs? We're going to also put the dosage on the end of the film, end of the video. Dan will put in the dosage. Basically, small dog, you're going to be looking at, a quarter of a teaspoon to an eighth of a teaspoon. And as you get bigger, our dog is like an 85-pound dog, so she runs into the category of 1 to 2 teaspoons. You also wouldn't start off that way. If they're not used to it, they need to adjust to it, so you give them a smaller dosage, see how they like it, and carry on. Our dog loves vegetables, loves coconut oil. We can just take a teaspoon of this on top of her dog food and she eats it. She gobbles it up. Now I know that we're quite fortunate that way. Some dogs may love it, some may not, so you might have to coax them a little bit. If it means that they're first getting used to it because you smeared a little bit on their doggy treat, that's a good thing. And why? Why do we use turmeric paste, especially for our dogs and ourselves? I'll talk about that as well. It's good for them. It's an antioxidant. It's an anti-inflammatory. So our dog is about 7.5 years old that we know of. She could be older. She's starting to get arthritis. This helps with arthritis just as it does us. There's also a lot of reports that are saying that it's an anti-cancer agent. It helps with those things, helps with digestion, all of those things. It's just good for you. Good and good for you. Now, of course, if your dog is having any reaction, stop taking it, talk to a vet, but all the research that we have seen on it, it's great. I have friends who breed dogs, board dogs. All of her dogs get turmeric paste. Our dog gets turmeric paste, and actually we will even use this turmeric paste. We actually will put this in our coffee. We put it in our coffee and it's good for us. You get used to the taste. It's a little bit to get used to initially versus a turmeric smoothie that we make, which is delicious. That one we'll do another time. But if you have any questions, let us know. Are you asking, are you wondering why the pepper? The pepper, it's all a combination. And what it is that you need the oil to be able to allow the turmeric to take the benefits that it needs to have to actually properly absorb in your body and go through your digestive system the way it is supposed to. And the pepper For the strangest reason, I don't know, not a scientist, but the pepper actually helps with the absorption and it activates it. So the combination is very scientific, but not very difficult, and it works. So let us know how this works for you, for your canine, and if there's anybody out there that's using this on your horses, really want to hear about that, because that's the first time I've heard that it's actually being used on horses, and we love it. So let us know how you do with it. That's all for today, folks. Have a great day.